Unbelievable Amazon rainforest wonders you've never seen before. Did you know that the Amazon rainforest is one of the greatest mysteries on the planet that is yet to be fully solved? When we think of the wonders of this forest, our minds go straight to its lush landscapes, but what many people don't know is that it holds even more incredible secrets. From exotic creatures with abilities that defy human logic to complex ecological systems that, without us even realizing it, sustain the balance of the entire planet. The Amazon rainforest is not just a place, it is the key to the survival of the Earth and, who knows, to our own future. But what happens when this key starts to rust? And what can you, on the other side, do to protect these precious secrets? Get ready for a journey full of discoveries, mysteries and, of course, challenges. Let's explore the most incredible wonders of this forest together, and you will see why it cannot be forgotten. Because, at the end of the day, whoever explores the Amazon today will be guarding tomorrow. They say that the Amazon breathes for all of us, and that's no exaggeration. This colossal tropical ecosystem, covered by a green blanket that stretches for millions of kilometers, acts as a true carbon sink. It absorbs so much CO2 that it acts as a silent shield against the most extreme effects of climate change. This is where the magic happens, a forest that literally sweats, releasing moisture and cooling the planet. Who would have thought that the sweat of trees, the so-called plant transpiration, even helps to form clouds? It's curious to think that a single Amazonian tree can provide enough oxygen for 2 people for an entire year. Now multiply that by billions of trees, living with the Amazonian fauna in perfect harmony. It's in this scenario that the harpy eagle flies over the treetops in search of prey and the macaw screams from above, announcing its presence. Everything vibrates with life there. And it's no wonder that they call this forest the lungs of the earth, although, among us, it is also the beating heart of biodiversity. Want to see how this connects to your daily life? Have you noticed the relationship between intense heat in cities and the lack of green areas? Imagine this on a planetary scale. Preserving the Amazon rainforest is like taking care of our own breathing. Small actions, supporting reforestation projects, consuming responsibly sourced products, sharing reliable information about environmental protection, make a difference. And if the forest takes care of us, maybe it's time for us to take better care of it too. Because what comes next will show you why it is also a natural pharmacy hidden in the middle of the world. Medicinal wealth and biodiversity. If someone told you that in the middle of the dense forest there is a natural arsenal of healing, would you believe it? Well, that is exactly what the Amazon rainforest represents. With a biodiversity that leaves any other tropical ecosystem in the dust, this region is home to Amazonian medicinal plants capable of treating everything from simple headaches to chronic diseases. The indigenous people of the Amazon have known this for centuries. And do you know what's even more interesting? Long before modern science mapped molecules, they were already extracting knowledge directly from nature, with surgical precision. About 25% of the medicines you find in the pharmacy come from plants such as passion fruit, passiflora, cocoa and heliconia. All of this is harvested there, among the rivers of the Amazon, where traditional knowledge still resists. Want a real example? Cat's claw, a powerful vine, is used by local communities to strengthen the immune system, and today it is sold in capsules in stores all over the world. The use of plants in traditional medicine is gaining global prominence, while here, many of these species remain unknown to a large part of the population. The wealth is so absurd that scientists estimate that we still don't even know half of what exists there. And while illegal mining and deforestation in the Amazon advance, each lost species could be a cure that we will never see. Now, imagine being able to identify a medicine directly from the forest before it even reaches the laboratories. Understanding this potential changes everything. And it is precisely in this mysterious and powerful terrain that some of the most emblematic animals of the Amazon fauna emerge, including the one that reigns supreme at the top of the food chain. Jaguar, top predator. Majestic, silent and deadly, the jaguar is the shadow that moves among the branches of the Amazon rainforest. Its golden eyes pierce the dense forest as if nothing there were an obstacle. A solitary hunter, it is a living symbol of balance in the tropical ecosystem. When it hunts, it regulates. And when it disappears, chaos ensues. The absence of the jaguar unbalances entire populations, even affecting plants, in an invisible chain that only those who understand the role of top predators can see. But the jaguar is not just strength. It is intelligence and pure strategy. Contrary to what many people think, it loves to swim, and it does it masterfully. It navigates the Amazon rivers in silence, surprising even the red piranhas. Its roar can be heard for miles, but it rarely reveals itself. Unfortunately, this queen of the forest today walks under threat. Deforestation in the Amazon, illegal mining and illegal animal trade are reducing its territory and jeopardizing its survival. These are silent attacks on one of the greatest icons of the Amazonian fauna. If you've ever seen an environmental protection campaign, chances are you've seen an image of a jaguar there, staring at the camera with the intensity of someone who carries the entire forest in their eyes. And it's no wonder. Preserving the jaguar means preserving the entire Amazon. It's the thermometer for the health of this ecosystem. And, curiously, it lives side by side with another iconic creature that's much slower, but no less fascinating. A creature that carries an entire forest on its back. Literally. Sloths and symbiosis. If there were a course on patience, the sloth would be the teacher. With its slow movements, it seems to live in another time, a time where haste has no place. But what many people don't know is that this slowness is a brilliant strategy. In a tropical ecosystem where everything moves fast, being slow helps it not to be noticed. Furthermore, a sloth's digestion can take up to a month, because its metabolism is almost like a living meditation. Literally, he eats slowly, lives slowly, and even comes down from the tree only once a week to do his business. But the sloth doesn't walk alone, it's practically a condominium in motion. On its back, algae and small insects live, finding a safe and humid environment there. In exchange, the algae help with camouflage, dyeing its fur with greenish tones that confuse even the harpy eagle. This is symbiosis in practice, a fair and efficient exchange. And do you want some practical insight? Learning from the sloth is remembering that, sometimes, going slowly is survival. That it's possible to live more connected to the natural rhythm, without running around like a school of piranhas all the time. Some people say that sloths are just slow and funny. But the truth is that they are an example of how animal adaptations can shape behavior and ensure survival in challenging environments. And when we look up, between the treetops, we can see that this forest is the stage for even more impressive relationships, between screams that echo in the distance and powerful wings that cross the jungle skies with ancient strength. Harpy eagles and howler monkeys. If the Amazon sky had a sovereign, it would be the harpy. With claws bigger than those of a brown bear and a strength capable of carrying animals of its own weight, this bird is not only the most powerful in the world, it is a living legend. It lives in the treetops, like a silent guardian of the tropical ecosystem. And here's a curious detail, it only gives birth to one offspring every 2 or 3 years, which shows how precious each birth is. When it flies, even the jaguar stops and watches. It is the queen of the skies, without question. But the forest sky is not silent. Howler monkeys, known for their guttural song that echoes for miles, form true wild symphonies among the branches. They live in organized family groups, with a hierarchy that leaves many condominiums out there in the dust. They communicate constantly, warning about predators, territorial disputes, or simply saying, "Here I am."